drop, when I drop, looking shorty, she support ride, lifting up. Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do?
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Running right, Jones. And some room to run now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First, you were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
All day, baby, all day. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Inside. Back for the offense. Let's go. Check. Hey, Delta. Check 52's the mic. Run.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Back two is the mic. Mike's back two. Box it, box it, box it, box it.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. SOS. Flip it.
Jameis to throw it. This is Miller, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going. It's Winston. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
No. 58. Watch the slant.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Set the tone. Defense. Let's go.
From the 39, Rodgers. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 52's the mic. Check 50. 26. 65.
To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Safety screaming. Jim, look at this.
Now it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Wait. 52 is the mark, boy. 52. Watch the curve.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Ready. Hey, watch the slant.
Jameis now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Packers pick it up. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Double dog, that's the way. New Mike 52, right? Hey, Foxtrot.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away, it's Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Check 52 to Mike. Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Dean Lowry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Play fake. Winston. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's it. Big hit.
A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. Of course, we'll also take a look back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
That's it.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, let's get in that hole. 36, flip it.
After the penalty, it's Jones. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. It's complete. It's Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Bring it.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. The catch made by Miller. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On first down, Jones.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. You're second and a yard from the 34.
Hey, 626. 5-2, Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 52.
Rodgers going to throw. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of it's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
The 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
Throwing again. Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up third down and 10.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Tavecchio is good. So we have reached halftime. Coach.
I'm in UFC.
Hello?
No, I'm in UFC.
No, I'm in a league game right now.
Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
I know what you. I know you just heard what I said.
I'm not gonna tell you again.
Down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Winston.
No, why does it do that? Why does it make my guy do that?
Midfield down to the 45. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Hurry up and lose, bro. Sad ass, so I can whip your fucking ass.
I'm not even.
These last games.
No, I ain't even at my house.
Now. Here's first and 10
You know
at the
that let's not get
45-yard
pulled out of
line.
white girls.
You know I got a black girl, boy. Why you capping?
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT
Shut up,
of the game.
Caitlin. Stupid face
Instead,
ass. Now come
second
get
down.
And that's what he's got to be happy.
I love him.
I've been getting my butt whipped too, though. Some niggas be too good at the game.
Yeah,
Like, nigga almost put me in a submission and got made it successful, but I ended up knocking his ass out with Conor. He had Conor McGregor.
Second and 10.
Then I played a nigga with Bruce Lee. I could not stop nothing. I didn't know what kick was going where.
What? How did he fit through there? That's so fake.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 45 yards. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's open. And
I ain't feel like playing this.
And following the touchdown now, it's
oh my God, thank you.
To kick this one away.
And that drives coaches
Thanks,
insane,
love.
doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at the 40.
Watch the safety creep. Check 4, check 4. Check 37, check 37.
This is
Holy. Oh. Still gained 3 yards. Good run.
The safety made the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Niggas won't pick Bruce Lee and shit.
They'll go again to Jones. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Alpha. Yeah. Here we go again. Where's your 52?
Throwing now is Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On first down, Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, that boy ballin'.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Brings up second and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, alert 3. Easy. 52. X3. 218. Chop.
On second and 1, Rodgers to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Hey, 88. Hey, Echo. Get 300. No, check that.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Traquan Smith there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that.
Got him. Come on. No.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some
no.
allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston.
Oh, come
almost
on.
Intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Oh, no.
Beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 8-yard
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
What? He just throws him to the side? What kind of... What? What the...
46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's our time. It's our time. Watch the edge. All right. Switch.
Oh my gosh, this nigga's so pussy, bro.
Box it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead,
in your life
try and extend it
take me to the ground again?
Like the other team
He's gonna try to dunk
extend
shoot.
it. Have some fun.
Uppercut the mess off the boy chin.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
26.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now Rodgers. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away.
Check that. Hey, take 26. Come on, dude.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. His pass caught with the 4. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Winston now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Winston. He sets up the screen to Jones. The first down screen pass, good for 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They go play action. Winston. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready? We're waiting. So we got man. 5-0. Let's go.
Again, it's Winston. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. They still can't get it. It's caught here by Adams. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
319.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Rodgers looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Green Bay, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Pop.